Today it is Sunday the 1st of June. I cannot believe it. I don't know if you can. This year has went so quick. Today I thought I need to get these potted on. These are my tiny superunia cuttings that I took from one of my plants that survived all through the winter, and it's still alive and starting to flower. So I had ordered ones from a company and ordered 6 wee ones, probably about that size, and when they came they were half dead. It wasn't the company's fault, it was the transportation and things. And to be fair, they replaced them. They didn't have 6 little ones, but they had 3 bigger ones, so I got them, but I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. I think I might give the ones to Anna, my daughter, and I might just use my little cuttings. So I've already got a few because there's 2 in the wheelbarrow, and then I've got 4 in the pot that's got the orange totally tangerine geums. There's 3 or 4 in there, I think there's 4, and then I've got these 8. So these are obviously tiny wee pots, and I think they're still too tiny. I would like to put some in the ground where the forget-me-nots are. There's a wee drift of forget-me-nots along the back of the house, and I think I would quite like to put the superunias in there when I take them out, but they're just too wee. Like, if the slugs get a hold of them, they're just going to be away. So I think I'm going to put them in these bigger pots for now and just let them come on just a wee tad more before I put them in the ground. I think even maybe a week or so, because it's actually amazing how big some of them over there have already gotten. Right, so I'll make a start. What I'm actually using is, if you remember, I took the tulips out, the 3 pots, and I'm reusing that compost, but what I'm going to do is actually really quite nice and fine. Must be all the roots and everything for the tulips, it's sort of worked through it. And I've got some perlite and I've got some all-purpose 6-month feed, and I thought I'll put that in as well, just to put some goodness back into the soil in case it's all been, what's the word, depleted. And I'll put some perlite in now. I need to try not to put too much in, because when I first started using this, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but I think I had too much, because I can't, what was it I was growing? I can't remember, whatever it was I was growing, the water was just not staying in there at all. I would water it and it was just coming right through and not sticking at all, so I have to be really careful that I'm not going to do that. Total novice when it comes, well, total novice when it comes to gardening anyway, but even more so when it comes to mixing up ratios of compost and perlite and feed and all of that sort of stuff. I've been waiting I took Gracie to work and then went and done a little bit of food shopping, and then came home, and the weather was to clear up, I think from about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and it's just been bucketing. So there's a wee break in the weather. There's a dark cloud still over there, so I don't know what it's going to be like, if it'll stay off or not, so we'll try and get this done. Right, I'll just mix maybe a wee spot more perlite. Yeah, that's maybe a bit better. And then a wee drop of this feed now. Pots and tubs, 30 grams per 30 centimetres of compost. So that's probably about that. So put a wee spot. That's my measurements, a wee spot. A wee spot and a big spot. Right, so while I'm doing this, I thought I would tell you that I had the best day yesterday. It was fantastic. I went to Scone Palace and they've got a garden fair. I think it's every year. This year was my first year going. Well, I only knew about the Scone Palace Garden Fair because I remember last year I saw, there's a channel that I watch, Eli and Kate, and they were there. And I remember thinking, oh, I didn't know, like, I'm from that area, and I didn't know that. Well, from there originally. And anyway, yesterday I decided to go myself and my friend, and so we set off at 8 o'clock in the morning, because of course when I'm going somewhere, I can't just go there, proper like take the mick. So we ended up setting off 8 o'clock so that we could go to Glendoick Garden Centre. Now I think I did a video of their Christmas shop, which is amazing, but we went there to have our breakfast, of course, because I mean you really need to set yourself up for these busy days. So we both had a really lovely breakfast, and so we got there, went to Scone Palace. It took about 20 minutes, just had a, oh, it was just amazing. Even just driving up, you park in the field, and then you've got the big long walk up to the palace. And even though I lived there just about 6 miles away when I was younger, and I'd never actually been to Scone Palace. Drove past Scone many a times, but never actually went there. And just walking up that drive, oh, it was just lovely when it's just there. And ended up having a wander about the tents. Went to the RHS stand, and they had a really good thing, and it was like something like small spaces, big ideas, and that was fab. They had loads of different ideas, and one thing was like it was like a like a clothes hanging rail, and they had like just like plants and tools hanging from that, and it was really quite cool. And it just shows you like you could do that like on a balcony or anywhere. What else? And then they had a really nice bit where it was just plants more or less of the same tones and colours but different textures and sizes, and that was really nice. And then we decided to go around all the other tents that had like plants for sale and like garden ornaments, garden furniture, all of that sort of stuff. And we had just went into one, and as we were coming out, I saw Eli and Kate. Well, actually it was Eli I noticed first. She just walked past me. No, was she going out? No, yeah, we were going in and she was coming out, and I just turned and I was like, oh, that's Eli. Now Diane has no idea who Eli is. She doesn't watch all the YouTube videos I watch, and so of course it was Eli and Kate from their YouTube channel, and I was totally starstruck. And of course Eli turned round and she just asked like what we were doing there, asked if I was getting footage, and I was like trying to be sneaky because Diane doesn't know that I do this, and blethering away. And oh, they were just so lovely. I think they were there getting official footage for like Scone Palace and things like that, so that's like, I was total starstruck, and I actually said to her, I feel like I've met a celebrity, which I think I actually embarrassed her a bit, but oh no, that was, the whole day was a highlight, but that really made my day. And even Diane, who doesn't watch YouTube and things, even she was just so happy. She was like, oh my god, that was amazing, and blah blah blah, and oh, it really was. And then anyway, after that I was total buzzing, and we were still wandering about, and I was determined that I wanted to go to the maze, and it's a star maze, and I don't know, call me a weirdo, but I would love to win. See that maze that's on The Shining? That is like my ideal. So anyway, we went in the star maze, and I actually did start to panic that because I have no sense of direction, and I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to miss all this garden fair because we're going to be stuck in here. But eventually we managed to get out, ended up going out the entrance. I thought, well, that'll do, just go there. Don't know how long it would take us to find the exit, so went out the entrance, so that was really fun. And then we had also upgraded to the Scone Palace tour, so we went in there, had a wee look. We're in a bedroom that Queen Victoria slept in, which was amazing. Quite a presence in there, and I don't even think she was there much, but the minute I walked into that room and there was a painting, I didn't know, I think, take it that's who that was, but I just looked and I thought, ooh, she doesn't want us in here. My friend had the same feeling. And then we went for a wander again around the sort of big garden competition thing, and we saw Eli and Kate again, but they were really busy working, you know, like they were talking and things like that on camera. So as much as I'd forgotten to get a selfie, like I had messaged Anna and I was like, oh my god, I met Eli and Kate, and she was like, oh my god, that's amazing, did you get a selfie? And I was like, no, because as usual I forget all these things. So anyway, I kind of thought, oh, maybe I could ask for a selfie, but I didn't want to. I mean, not being cheeky here, but do you think they'd do a video with me? I doubt it. But anyway, no, that was just, it was amazing. I loved meeting them, and I loved going to the palace, and I'm definitely going to do that again. And in fact, I think we're maybe booking to go to Chelsea next year, hopefully, if we can, because that's just spurred me on. I just loved it. Oh, and then, yeah, just before we headed home, we got a coffee and a cake, and that was absolutely lovely as well. So anyway, I'll go on with potting these up. I'm really sorry, I know I've rambled on for ages, but it was just so exciting, and we just had the best day, and I just didn't want it to end. So anyway, right, pots. So I've mixed up my old compost, perlite, and some multi-purpose feed, slow release feed, and I'm just putting it in these sort of still small pots, but they're bigger than the wee tiny ones that they're in at the moment. Ugh. And I've checked that there's no slugs. Yes, if you get the chance to go to something like that, like a garden fair somewhere, definitely recommend it. It was just such a feel-good day. Had the best time. Honestly, my poor clients at my work now, this is all they're going to hear for the next week. One, two, three, right. Can I get another 2 out of this? Yay! But might have to top these up a little bit. I can't believe that these all came on so well. I mean, that was like, from one plant I managed to get 8, 12, 14 plants, and there was some more that had come on, but I ended up had neglected them, so they died. But that's amazing. So there's one. I don't know if I'll bother watering them because I've soaked these ones, and I think that might be enough water around them at the moment. Look at the wee roots, they've got roots. If you can see them, they are there. Right, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a plant. What are those? Is that it? I thought I'd miscounted. It was so funny as well, because yesterday before I went away, I was watching Eli and Kate's video from when they went to Scone Palace last year, just to G me up for the day, and then ended up meeting them. I was so excited, honestly. And they're just so nice. They're just exactly how they are on the channel. So easy to chat to. Right, so that's 8 superunia cuttings all potted up. I mean, look how good that is. Yeah, that's the best one, I would say. Look at that. And there's wee buds on them. Feeling pretty accomplished with that. So what else do I need to do? Oh, look at the blackcurrant sage. It's got blooms on. Do you know what? I need to take you around and show you the lavender. Cue sad music. Right, so obviously it's been amazing getting the rain, because everything's looking so big and lush. Maybe just a bit too big for some of the things. But look, my poor lavender. Look. Now, I think maybe this is the last year that I'm going to have this. This one doesn't look too bad here, but the other two are just totally split. But I think I'm going to see if I can somehow tie it up or stake it up or something, because it's not getting to die on me. Not this year. And then next year will be a different story. We'll probably need to do something else. But I need to try and save it. Wee side note though, look how good the lettuce is looking. The gladiolas. They're just the miniature gladiolas. Obviously they've not bloomed yet, but it's looking good. And I've got a wee orange ranunculus starting. Can never remember the name of this wee one, but it's lovely anyway. I'm really impressed with these lettuce. They're so pretty. Oh wow, the smell is amazing. Right, so hopefully you can see. So I've just used, I can't speak. I've just used my string to try and tie it up a little bit more. I mean, it's still parted a bit in the middle, but it's a lot better than it was. And if it just keeps it for now, I think I'm maybe going to have to kiss goodbye to it at some point. But I think I'm going to try and take a lot of cuttings from this, because this has been my absolute favourite. But that's another wee job done, so hopefully that'll save it for a wee while anyway. Right, so I think that's me for now. I'm going to head back in the house for a wee while, because I do need to get some housework done, because it's a bit questionable in there. But I just hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope I haven't bored you too much rambling on about the garden show, but it was just so good. And honestly, I can't believe that I got to meet Eli and Kate, and just how absolutely lovely they both were. And anyway, I'll see you later. Eli, Kate, if you need a third wheel in your videos, I'm just a person. I'm only kidding. Well, I'm not really. But anyway, I'll see you later. Bye!